Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. And today we are going to talk about appreciating where you are currently in life. So many times we get caught up by this desire of wanting to be in some other city, in some other state, in some other country, and hoping that I wish I was there right now. I wish I was in that city. Things would be so much better in my life. I wish I did not have to work that hard, or we are wanting to be in the future rather than being in the present. And by doing that, we almost forget what we have right now is also a gift. What we have right now is something that we wished for in the past. And when we got there, we're always looking for something in the future. So it's more of a habit that we are developing, that we ignore what we have and then we look into the future and we feel a sense of lack, we feel a sense of wanting more. I know it can be hard at times. Maybe your present situation is not the best right now and you want to get out of it as soon as possible. And I totally can relate with you. But even in the worst situations, there are things that we can still be grateful for. Yes, our life is not 100% best at all times, but some of the things have improved over the 6 months, over the past 1 year, or over the past 10 years. Things that we did not have, now we have, but we still look at what we do not have. We do not have that best car, we do not have that best house yet, we do not have that financial security yet. And we are looking in the future. And guess what? Even when we get there, we'll still have this habit of looking in the future and seeing what do I do not have. While this is a fantastic way to achieve more, to grow, to go to a positive direction in your life, but it also becomes a negative habit that prevents you from living truly in the present and appreciating how far you've come from your past self, how far you have battled with all the negative people, the negative situations. I think you must give yourself much more credit for what you have done rather than being judgmental of what you do not have or what you still need to work on. Those things will come with time. Those things will show up in your life, and even when they show up, they will still have the negative sides. And how do you deal with that? Do you still have that habit of looking into the future and saying, hey, I still do not have this? Or do you wait and say, hey, hang on, I got 90% of the things what I asked for. Let me be grateful for that. Because this habit of looking into the future and saying, I do not have this, I want to be in that city, I want to be in that country, is kind of robbing me of peace. It's robbing me of living my life today. And that habit will keep going on for 10 years, 20 years, and soon you'll realize that you lost a major chunk of your life just worrying about your future. And now you're worried about how you're going to rectify that error in the future. So we constantly chase things, we constantly are worried about gaining. Instead of that, I think we must focus on becoming a person who is okay in the present moment, even though if it's not the best, even though if it's one of the most difficult seasons of your life, even though you're struggling. But appreciate you are here. You have something, maybe very little thing. It's okay. Just start building that muscle of appreciation so that when the universe provides more for you, you can truly appreciate and be happy and say, thank you, universe, thank you, I see you. I see when I had nothing, I appreciated for just the smallest thing, just my phone, just my food on the table, just my clothes to wear. I appreciated the small things and I learned that skill to see how the universe provides. And then when I could see that universe is actually interacting and actually caring about me, then universe, when it gives you that big dream of yours, big goal of yours, you finally move to that new city, you finally get the visa for your favorite country, you finally get the new job, you finally have a new house, a new car, and at that moment you can clearly see that it was the universe that provided you. You could have not done it on your own. And now when you have that sense of appreciation, you have built the muscle, the universe works with you. You can see it. And that is what the universe is trying to teach you when you have nothing. Remember, appreciating just the tiniest things helps you remind yourself that universe is with you and it is co-creating with you. Just because right now you do not have much, it does not mean that the universe is in a lack frequency or in a scarcity frequency. Universe is always abundant. Look around you, like there's no shortage of air. Look around you, look in space. There's no shortage of sunlight. There's no shortage of gravity. There's no shortage of minerals on other planets. There's abundance. There's so many stars in our sky that we cannot count. Forget counting, we cannot even detect them. We need better and better telescopes to actually see that there are so many stars, there's so many planets, there's so much, there's infinite amount of resources out there. And yet we feel lack and scarcity. It's just a reminder that to appreciate that infinite wealth, infinite resources, infinite energy, we must first start appreciating the small, tiny things in our lives. And I know it's hard. I struggle with that. On a daily basis, I feel like I have nothing, but then I also remind myself of how much the universe has given me, how much it has provided for me. Even when I practically could not have those things, it just came to me. It felt like a miracle. It felt like I could feel the universe's presence and direct communication with me, and it felt like a blessing. So it is a muscle. It is something I struggle with too. But I'm sure that with time, both you and I can develop this sense of acknowledging the presence of universe that we are not alone and we have been taken care of. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day, and until next time, walk in faith.